This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe, and let's get right into the news. All right, so we got YFN Lucci speaking on the Gunna and Young Thug situation. And really, I don't think you should even weigh in on this because this is a personal situation between Gunna and Thug. Now, Thug believes that Gunna snitched on him, basically. You know, he took a plea deal that his own brother took and a bunch of other people took, but for some reason, Gunna is the one that's singled out, right? YFN Lucci says, hey, I can't say if he snitched or not, but maybe, like, Young Thug deserves an explanation from Gunna since they were so tight. Like, why did you take the plea deal? Like maybe an open conversation. I'm sure that's something Thug wants to hear. Like, you know, they got love for each other. Why can't you just tell me why? Like, what was your reasoning? Why did you do it? Why did you take the plea deal? And why did you say the things you did? And why were you saying that they tricked you into something when your lawyer says it didn't hurt me at all? You know, and I can see that angle of it. But I really wouldn't even have commented on this because it's a stupid situation. If you really look at it, Young Thug is mad at Gunna for something that his own brother did. You know, I just don't see the point in addressing that because Young Thug is unreasonable at this point. I mean, he has a lot to explain for. Why did he sit down with the cops and name certain people and name certain situations in 2015? Why did he take a plea deal? Why did he take a plea deal? You know, why is he on the phone chatting about little baby situation and chatting about Gucci Man and chatting about all this? Like, you know, it's like he's guilty of all the same things, you know? It's ridiculous, you know? So it is what it is. Brian McKnight's son reacts to Brian McKnight gloating about getting $8 million from his mother. So it says, my issue is, man, you don't want me to start talking about the things I had to deal with in my childhood. The things that I will take to my grave. The things that my brother took to his grave. That we could put out there. The things that we could say. The things our dad wasn't emotionally intelligent enough nor mature enough to actually be our father. You don't want that. In the end, he labeled his dad as petty and ridiculous. He says, who are you trying to hurt if it's not me and my mother and my family? So he wins $9 million judgment. And his rant was pretty unhinged. I mean, you know, we heard it. Brian McKnight went off, you know.
It's been a long journey getting to this day, October 16th, 2025, but we are here in the English countryside, about an hour and a half outside of London, and the verdict is in. We've been quiet, listening to liars continue to lie and keeping to ourselves, living and loving our life, as we said, leaving everything in God's hands and letting our lawyer do the talking. But according to the courts, trying to ruin my name and trying to bring harm to my family in a book filled with lies equals $8.8 million. And this is just the beginning, because anyone and everyone that helped promote these lies will hear from my lawyer in the days to come. No weapon formed against us shall prosper. Now, from my voicemail is the voice of a...
My gosh. Scary. I gotta say. Then we got Matt Hoffa kind of talks about Mr. Mac and other people he cut ties with as the podcast ended and then re-began, right? They lost the barbershop. He kind of did stuff from home for a while. Now it seems like he's operating out of another barbershop. I saw him recently do an interview with Remy Ma's new boyfriend, the battle rapper. But he says he wasn't going to speak on Mr. Mech because they had a different kind of relationship. And he says, maybe I'm bugging, but like, you know, he started hanging out with certain people, and like where I come from, like you hang out with certain people, those people can get you killed because they're hanging out with certain people. I don't know, you know, it's like, and he says, maybe, you know, I'm thinking too street about it, and you know, he says me and him have to talk. I think that's a mature way to handle it. Like, Yeah, he'd rather talk to Mr. Mac about it, even though they haven't spoken in about almost just under a year, he said, to clear the air. This was on Rory and Maul's podcast if you want to check it out. New Orleans prepares for NBA YoungBoy's 2 tour dates. This is where he's from. 400 officers, armored vehicles, tactical units, light towers, and more. Chatter that his rivals may attend. They said if you have guns, do not even come because you're going to be searched and you're going to go to jail. That's basically what's going to happen. Tyler Perry's legal team fires back at actor Derek Dixon's $260 million SA lawsuit. He says, by his actions and false accusations, it is clear that Dixon needs help, but he cannot find it in this court. So, yeah. This is the guy that's accused him, like, Tyler Perry of, like, harassing him and, like, making him do certain things or, you know, kind of, like, just making advances that weren't welcome. I don't believe that's true. I think it's a cash grab, but it is what it is. This is, what do they call this guy again? Easy the Block Captain? Yeah. Look at him with his braids. Hey, guys. What's up, man? You want to play some chess? He says he called Math out for a flat interview where he called him Remy Ma's side man. It's true. Did Math lie? No. 50 Cent. 50 Cent just can't stop winning, man. Let's just be real, okay? More wins for his cognac. You know, he's a winner, bro. All right. John Cena has announced he will retire from the WWE after his final match on December 13th, 2025. All right. So, despite any speculation or rumors, July 6, 2024, John Cena announced he would retire from the WWE and the ring participation. He says, I am far from perfect, but strive to be a person whose word has value. 12/13/25 will be my final match. I'm beyond grateful for the every moment WWE has given me, and I am excited for 12/13 and look forward to seeing everyone for the last time. All right. Page 6 announces that Nicki Minaj might be losing her house over a case with her husband. Got into like a assault in 2019. A judgment was made for $500,000. Let's see. Has now asked the court to help him collect his money by placing her Hidden Hills, California home up for sale. It's subject to $13 million mortgage lien and $722,000 homestead exemption, together under $14 million. Nicki reacts. Desiree Perez, you mad? Conspiracy, false imprisonment, civil rights violations. Okay. Nicki. Oh, Nicki. What is... Okay, so Nicki put down $6 million. She still owes $13.2 million on the house. That's what I gather from this. Okay. So what? You can't. They're not going to force her to sell her house for a $500,000 judgment. And lastly, we got Jim Jones. The white Who kid says academics. Tonio never been in this position in his life. Jim Jones got the beats in the woods of Connecticut. We ain't forget the woods is wild. That's the casino, right? Foxwoods. Jim Jones. And lastly, never forget, ladies, think twice before dating someone like 50 Cent. This is his ex-Cuban link. She says, during the 2 years they were together, he never gave a single dollar. The only gift she ever received was a wig. He actually asked me to return the day we broke up. It wasn't even worth $100. Well, he also gave her a car that he took back, too. He took care of her. That's just a joke, I think. Anyways, this is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. Now we'll check you guys in the next one. Peace.